Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update on something I was looking at here. I was looking at Bitcoin Cash. A few people in the comments were wanting me to cover it, and I can understand why, guys. There's a lot of good things happening in terms of the price action. I just want to be clear and out there. Bitcoin Cash isn't one that I necessarily would invest in, and that's just me. It's not a coin that I want to hold for the long term, which I do think it could do many great things, but more so for the trading aspect of Bitcoin Cash, because it really moves hard, really fast, guys, in both directions. So this is one that you definitely want to keep on your radar if you're just looking to trade something. So what I wanted to bring to you here on Bitcoin Cash is we're at a key area right now, and you can see it's this area right here, and that's around that $404 that we did wick up to. What happened on this backside, guys, we fell so hard and so fast. And if we get our price range tool out here, this is just crazy to see. This is how far we fell. I mean, guys, take a look at that. That's 89% right there from this area here all the way down. And I mean, guys, that happened literally within, what's that, like a month or two? Something like that. So this, we started falling on November 6th, 2018, all the way till December 16th, 2018. So think about that, guys. That massive of a fall. That's how hard these things can move, and just how it fell this hard on this downside, it can run that hard on the upside. So right now, if we're able to get over this red resistance line at around $400 or about 404, then we have a possibility of being able to run all the way up here to around $634. And the reason for that, guys, is because this fall was so sharp that there was no support and resistance or anything that was made. We just fell, and that means that on this backside we could really make it up as well. So now what we're going to have to see is if we get up above that, say we get up above it a little bit, guys, I would love to see us consolidate upon that $400 or so, and then continue that move up to try to get up here around that $630, $635 or so. But things are looking really beautiful for Bitcoin Cash in terms of being up above your 30 EMA, you're up above the 50 moving average, you're up above the 200 and the 100, and it's looking like we may get another golden cross here of this 100 moving average over the 200-day moving average. And when Bitcoin did that just recently, it got that nice push up again. So that's something that we're really going to have to keep our eye on right here, is if we're going to get that golden cross, guys. Just like when we got the golden cross here of the 50 over the 200, that's when we started really moving up here. And it kind of looks like we were in a one wave here. Here was our two, our retracement. This could have been our third impulse wave. We'll have a four, some type of a pullback at some point, and then potentially a fifth that could bring us up to this area. But we're going to have to see. Remember, you can always have wave failures and different things like that. But another thing I want to put on your radar now is when you're looking at the Fibonacci. And with the Fibonacci, we'd take it from this level right here, and we'll bring it down, so from our swing high to our swing low. And what we're running into also is this 0.618. That's going to be around $4,250 or so, guys, right in that range. And this is a spot that's really hard to get over. A lot of times you see retracements after hitting this, especially with Bitcoin. That was a big one as well. Once we would hit that 0.618, we would have some type of a pullback a lot of times to the 0.382, and then we would continue our move to the upside there. So say we were to see rejection here, guys, where we're at right now, what I would look for is for us to consolidate up upon about $322 is the area that I would look, and then ultimately I would look down to this 30 EMA to see if we have support. So those are my downside targets, guys. First, it would be trying to find support around that 321, and then it would be down around that $289 if we were to go to the downside. And my upside targets is getting up above that $400, anywhere up above it, potentially having a throwback onto that, consolidating upon that, and then going up and trying to make this move to that $628. So, you know, there's a lot of good things that are happening in terms of the price action on the chart. Right now we're in an intermediate term bullish uptrend. We're having higher highs and higher lows, which is great. So here's a high, guys, here's another high, and then you're having, there's our low. We're having our higher low where we just chopped sideways in here for quite a long time, higher low here, and then we'll see if we have a pullback onto that at some point. So, you know, guys, this Bitcoin Cash at one point got as low as $72, and now we're at $393. So there's a lot of good things happening with the chart. And I also want to put this into perspective for you as well. Look how far we have fallen. Take a look at this price, guys, where it was at before. It got up all the way, and we'll just take it off the wick there, around $4,390. It shows there off the real bodies around $36.97. So I mean, this was a coin really that was hanging out between $2,500 and $3,000, no problem. And what you were having is these lower highs and lower lows that were taking place in this bear market. And you can see how we were just grinding down, and now what you're seeing is that insurgence of volume coming back, and you're starting to see the higher lows, and that supply and demand is shifting. And that's the thing that you really want to see, guys. So you know, we want to be up above those moving averages like we're doing now, and that's just how you get things started. Higher highs, higher lows on top of that 200-day moving average. That's something that's really important. Next thing, let's look at a few indicators here. So let's go to our stock RSI. Take a look. Guys, stock RSI is extremely overbought right now. We're at 195, so we're about pretty much pegged out there, and that would show that maybe we're due for one of those retracements at some point coming up here. The next one I wanted to look at was our MACD, and these are the indicators that I use, guys, that I feel the most comfortable and that most traders use, and that those are the ones you kind of want to pay attention to because everyone's seeing them, and that's what you want to go off of, what other people are seeing as well, other traders, because they're going to be looking at that MACD as well. So guys, what we had was a bullish cross, a MACD cross after a histogram tick to the positive there. So we were going, so right now everything's looking beautiful on the MACD. We're just cruising up. Next one is our relative strength index. I want to check out our RSI. So with the RSI now, guys, we're having some bearish divergence a little bit here. So you can see our price action was around $320 or so here, and our RSI made it all the way up to 91, and now our price is higher and our RSI is around that 78 right now. So we do have a little bit of bearish divergence there. Not saying that this could not continue to move to the upside and even challenge around that 92 or 93. That's a potential there before we have some type of retracement or pullback. But even being at 78, guys, we're in that overbought territory right now, just so you are aware. And remember, these things can get very overextended though. And then what we're looking at here is our lower highs right there. That's a trend line I'm going to be paying very close attention to as well. So, you know, guys, it's just seeing what we do with this $400 or so here. Are we going to see rejection off that and finally have some type of retracement, maybe down into that $300, $320 range, to where we consolidate on that and then make another move higher? Or are we just going to blow up through this and just continue to move, you know, day after day here, guys? So that's what I'm paying attention to, but there's definitely a lot of room to run from this $400 all the way up to around that $632. So there could be some serious gains to be made there on Bitcoin Cash, and we're up above all of these moving averages, and we're looking to potentially get that golden cross. So a lot of things happening for Bitcoin Cash there. I appreciate my subscribers pointing that stuff out, guys. So this was a video for you, all the people who want to see some Bitcoin Cash, and I want to throw it out there for you. So it is one that I really believe you can do great trading on. It's just not one for me as a long-term hold. I'm not a guy who's greatly invested in Bitcoin Cash. So that's just me though. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm not your financial advisor, but this is an excellent one to trade because of the volatility. So that's what we're looking at, my friends. God bless. Take care.